winning, I'm gonna make sure somebody else loses.
I grew up in like a loud, boyish household. I'm poop positive, okay? Like, seriously. Wait, what's happening?
It's now a shape-shifting game, changing without warning, creating permanent uncertainty.
This is what the people have been begging for. It's the open era of Survivor. Come back! Go! There we go, there we go!
So the open era is taking, which is what we talked about, what you all built with this massive uncertainty and making it permanent uncertainty. So the idea is that anything that has ever happened at any time on the show can happen in any season, at any time, in any order, without any warning. We've shot 51. It is a very fun, it's called the open era, and thanks to you all for launching it. All right, Coach, we started the season with you. I've got 10 seconds for a coachism to...
After a frosty start tomorrow morning, we'll see some sunshine. Temperatures getting back into the 50s, but we do have some rain for the Memorial Day weekend. Those details coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the Justice Department announces charges against former Cuban leader Raul Castro, while President Trump says the U.S. is freeing up Cuba. Plus, a Democrat organization claims hundreds of thousands of Michiganders are in danger of losing their health care coverage. And there's another roundabout project coming to Marquette County. We'll have the details. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
It's going to be a chilly and frosty night across the Upper Peninsula. I expect temperatures dipping off into the lower to mid-30s across the UP tonight with clearing skies. That'll lead to some frost by tomorrow morning. So any plans, you want to bring them inside or cover them up tonight? We'll still be a few degrees below average tomorrow with some sunshine sneaking out into the afternoon. We get into the lower to mid-50s, closer to 60. But if you're looking for the warmth, don't worry, it is going to return. And we'll talk about when it returns with that 7-day coming up in just a few minutes.
Dakota, thank you very much. President Trump declared that the U.S. is, quote, freeing up Cuba after the Justice Department announced the federal indictment of former Cuban leader Raul Castro on charges including murder. Margaret Brennan has the details.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche insisted the charges against Cuba's Raul Castro, Fidel's brother, were not for show.
There was a warrant issued for his arrest, so we expect that he will show up here by his own will or by another way.
Castro allegedly ordered the 1996 fatal shootdown of the Miami-based Brothers to the Rescue aid group, which flew unarmed planes to rescue or guide Cuban migrants.
One of the Brothers to the Rescue planes flies 2 miles into Cuban airspace.
Castro faces 4 counts of murder and conspiracy to kill 4 U.S. nationals. Past presidents acted against Cuba but did not prosecute the Castros. In Havana, President Obama even tried to persuade then-President Raul Castro to open up the communist country. Today, Blanche could not explain what new evidence the Justice Department had to charge a 30-year-old crime.
We'll see what happens, but we're freeing up Cuba.
It comes as President Trump threatens, quote, a friendly takeover. He's demanded Cuba expel U.S. adversaries. Russia's largest overseas listening post is there. China has one as well. CIA Director John Ratcliffe delivered that message to Raul Castro's grandson and intel leaders in Havana last week, suggesting that if they cooperate to change the communist system, the U.S. will prevent financial collapse and an energy crisis that has left Cuba facing protests amid a near total blackout.
The place is falling apart. It's a mess. And they've sort of lost control. They've really lost control of Cuba.
Rising healthcare costs and potential coverage losses are putting some state lawmakers to sound the alarm. A report from Defend America Action shows Medicaid cuts and the expiration of Affordable Care Act tax credits are driving up costs. As our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy reports, the analysis is partisan, but many of the underlying trends are real.
A new report from the Democratic-aligned group Defend America Action warns Michigan could face a growing healthcare affordability crisis. The report claims hundreds of thousands of Michiganders could lose coverage as Medicaid funding is reduced and Affordable Care Act tax credits expire.
People are really hurting right now. People in Michigan are scared. They're worried that they are going to have to choose between their insulin and their rent.
The report itself is openly partisan, but some of the trends cited in the analysis are documented more broadly, including rising ACA premiums, Medicaid coverage losses following new eligibility requirements, and financial pressure on rural hospitals.
Expectations are that in Michigan, between 200, maybe as many as 350,000 Michiganders are at risk for losing coverage because specifically of H.R. 1.
Republicans have argued the changes are necessary to reduce federal spending and tighten Medicaid eligibility requirements. But Democrats say the state could now be forced to absorb billions of dollars in shifted costs while trying to balance its own budget.
The rural health transformation grants are really just a distraction from what we really need to do, which is shore up our rural health care services in a concerted way, especially by not cutting Medicaid.
The report estimates Michigan could lose nearly $3 billion in federal Medicaid funding by 2029, while more than 30,000 people have already dropped or lost ACA coverage this year. For now, the debate is likely to remain a major issue as state lawmakers continue negotiating Michigan's next budget. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Drivers in Sands Township will see a major traffic change in the coming years. The Michigan Department of Transportation and the Marquette County Road Commission are partnering on a new roundabout project at one of the area's busiest intersections. Our own John Truitt reports.
A modern roundabout is coming to the intersection of M553 and County Road 480 in Sands Township. The project, scheduled for 2029, is a partnership between MDOT and the Marquette County Road Commission, with each agency covering half of the estimated $2.8 million cost.
So this will be constructed beginning in the spring of 2029. We hope to finish it in 1 year. We're looking at a single lane roundabout at the intersection of M553 and County Road 480.
MDOT officials say the intersection has long been a concern because of the heavy traffic and congestion along the busy corridor connecting Marquette, Gwinn, and the Marquette-Sawyer Regional Airport.
It's a very important roadway, and the problems that we've been seeing there with delays were certainly, creating a lot of calls for us to take a look at what we could do.
The intersection has not seen a pattern of serious crashes, and although drivers frequently experience backups during peak travel, it was not a priority for state funding. What made it possible was the shared cost.
So really the partnership with the county here, where they're shouldering 50% of the project cost, is what has made this possible.
More details about construction timelines and traffic impacts are expected closer to the start of the project. In Sands Township, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
77 veterans from Michigan's Upper Peninsula visited the nation's capital today, taking part in an honor flight. Honor flights celebrate their sacrifice and service during their time in the military. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp caught up with them during their trip.
At the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., 77 veterans from Michigan's Upper Peninsula, which includes 75 Vietnam veterans and 2 Korean War veterans, take part in an honor flight. These veterans traveled to D.C. for the day, visiting the monuments and memorials dedicated to service members like them.
First time being here, it's been awesome.
Navy veteran Vernon Christie says he wanted to take part in an honor flight, and his family encouraged him to go.
I was in the submarine service, so we were down under. We didn't see a lot of surface, but we enjoyed it. I enjoyed the time in and everything.
One volunteer was inspired to give back to these veterans after her grandpa went on an honor flight several years ago.
This is my 4th mission on the honor flight, but I started a golf tournament for the honor flight 9 years ago. My grandpa was a World War II veteran that went Mission 4 13 years ago. And he lived for 4 years after. He talked about it every day like it just happened. So when he passed away, my son called me for college, and he said, I know it's a long shot, Mom, but what do you think about doing a golf tournament and giving the proceeds to the honor flight? My grandpa also loved to golf. Our first year we raised $4,500. We were super proud. And last year we were able to raise $30,000. To be able to give back, especially to veterans that didn't receive the welcome home they deserved, it's been a real honor.
For the Rudden family, their dad, Emmett, was supposed to take part in this honor flight.
He was in Okinawa, 70 and 71, emergency generator mechanic at the emergency hospitals.
Emmett died last Monday. They say this trip meant everything.
He was the backbone of our family, you know.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
And I'm honored to be here.
100% honor his memory and his service.
We signed up a year ago for it. He's been talking about it the whole year about going, so he is here with us.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
After several years of development, a Delta County park is once again fully open to the public. This afternoon, the Parks Department held a ribbon cutting for the 2 new playgrounds at the O.B. Fuller Park day use area. One is called Barkville, after Bark River's original name. The other was dedicated as No-No's Playground in honor of longtime camp host Pat Nault. The playgrounds replace aging equipment that used to stand on the beach and make the site more welcoming for both locals and tourists.
We have such a beautiful place that we live in, and this is a great place for people to just stop and take it all in. So we just enjoy the public to come in, whether you're from the county or you're just passing through, and really see why we stick around here, you know, what's so special about it.
Day use visitors can also take advantage of a picnic area and boat launches. Dakota Hunter has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, more wildfires are starting to pop up in Southern California. We'll have the latest. And with the Indy 500 set to take place this weekend, we'll hear from a Youper who made the trip and is getting ready for the big race. We'll be right back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Planning a getaway? Fly local and explore more with Marquette Sawyer Regional Airport. Enjoy convenient flights on American, Delta, and United. Skip the long drive and book your next trip today at sawyerairport.com.
At the MicroWorks Foundation, we've helped thousands of people land an AI-proof 6-figure job that doesn't require a 4-year degree. And this year, with a little help from Wells Fargo, we're going to help a lot more. These are essential jobs, in demand like never before, and my foundation has set aside millions of dollars to help you get the training you'll need to master a skill that's in demand. Skip the debt. Learn a trade. Apply today for a work ethic scholarship at microworks.org.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Watch the Medical Minute, Thursdays at 6 and 11, only on 19 News. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare. Now from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with Dakota Hunter.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's high here in Marquette, 45 degrees. I know, definitely on the chilly side, but don't worry. Temperatures will get back to that lower 60s as we head into this Memorial Day weekend, and especially as we head into next week. A big warm-up. Another one's on the way. All right, frost advisory in effect now for the entire Upper Peninsula. This will continue all the way through 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we had talked about this at 6 o'clock, that there is going to be frost developing tonight with clearing skies. Temperatures are coming back into the lower 30s. to even a couple of upper 20s in some spots. So don't be shocked if you wake up tomorrow morning and your thermometer is in the upper 20s. Wouldn't be shocked to see a few of them. But right on the map here where you see the purples and the pinks, that's where we're going to have the better chance for frost development. South and mainly west of the lakeshore, we'll likely see the better chance for frost development tomorrow morning. But yeah, you're going to need that ice scraper. You're going to be doing a little bit of this for the morning commute tomorrow, trying to get that frost off the windshields. So remember, if you have planted anything that's sensitive to frost formation, you're going to want to bring them inside or cover them up before you head to bed tonight to prevent damage here. So through the rest of tonight, we're quiet. First warning weather futurecast keeps us quiet through the overnight here with those clearing skies. Tomorrow, we'll start with morning frost, especially south and west of the lakeshore. May see a few spots on the eastern half of the UP out here towards Munising and Newberry. Could see even a little bit of frost by tomorrow morning. Few high-level clouds tomorrow. We'll call the day mostly sunny and temperatures into the 50s. That's still below average, but that's better than the 40s, right? And we'll take any warmth we can get. But as we head into Friday, temperatures are going to start going up each and every day as we head towards this weekend. But we're going to keep the day dry on Friday. May see a few more clouds rolling in the afternoon, but again, we're going to be mainly dry here through the end of this week. In terms of winds here, should be light to almost calm through the overnight, and of course that helps aid in frost formation. But out here across Houghton, you might see a little bit more of a breeze, especially as we head into tomorrow morning. Watch for that, but other than that, winds are on the lighter side. But this is what I was hinting at, this big warm-up that is coming. We had one at the beginning of the week, and we're going to have another one to start next week. So, yeah, we're talking temperatures surging well above normal into the 70s once again. So if you're looking for the 70s, they're coming. Got to be patient. 34 for a low temp tonight here in Marquette, about 32 into Iron River, 32 into Iron Mountain. But again, don't be surprised if some of you have a few upper 20s. 52 tomorrow, 62 on Friday, more seasonal. We're back down to 58 on Saturday with a few showers, but then look at temperatures going up into the 70s for Memorial Day and the week ahead.
Dakota, thanks again. Fire crews in Southern California are working to contain an outbreak of wind-driven wildfires spreading dangerously close to homes. 2 wildfires burning in Riverside County, the Bain Fire and the Verona Fire erupted on Tuesday, triggering evacuation warnings and orders for several areas. Meanwhile, in Simi Valley, the Sandy Fire, which ignited northwest of Los Angeles on Monday, continues to spread. Fire crews say it's burned close to 1,700 acres so far and is only 15% contained. More than 43,000 people in that area are under evacuation orders.
We are anticipating the same kind of conditions as yesterday. So northeast winds in the morning that transition to westerly winds in the afternoon. That wind change does have the potential to spread fire. We want to make sure that we have the right resources in place. So we're continuing to monitor that and put firefighters out where they need to be.
California is experiencing an active early fire season driven by strong winds, low humidity, and dry vegetation. More than a dozen wildfires are currently burning across the state. The biggest one-day sporting event in the world is on Sunday. The Indianapolis 500 attracts a crowd of more than 350,000, and millions more will watch on television. WZMQ 19 found a fan in the stands who proudly proclaimed he's a Uper. Take a listen.
It's a bucket list. Tim Oatley, I live on the Autrain River between Munising and Marquette. This is the greatest race in the world. This is my first time I've been here. I mean, I love motorsports. I've been to the Indy Raceway Park for the U.S. Nationals, but this is the granddaddy of all racing. The sound, the smell, the excitement, the speed is everything. It's everything.
And his first year paired up with the Arrow McLaren team at the 500 after running with driver Reinhold Racing in the last 3.
I am blown away. It's so much to see. The track is so much bigger. in real life than I've experienced on TV. I mean, I used to watch this race with AJ Foyt, Al Unser, and those old guys back in the day, and now I'm here. I'm here.
Mike Lillum has the look at the rest of your sports after the break. Plus, we have some more high school baseball action with Houghton taking on Negaunee. That and more when we come back.
As governor, I'll absolutely require voter ID. We'll clean up the murky voter rolls and save Michigan's elections. I'm no politician. I'm Perry Johnson. But shouldn't even the career politicians have made this change by now?
Thursday. What was it like working together?
Awful. I carried him through the entire production.
Paul Bettany and Will Sharp. Do you play Mozart?
I don't really understand how they can just look at a series of dots and then make a sound.
You should have done more research.
Yes.
Plus Michaela J. Rodriguez. And Maya. You have such a soothing voice. I'm gonna learn to talk like softer.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
Did you know most of what you throw away can be recycled? At Recycle 906, we accept more than just cardboard and jugs. We take plastics, metals, paper, and more. Recycle smarter, bring it to us. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Negaunee. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
Everybody loves Raymond on MeTV, especially me, because Mother loves best.
Nobody makes cake like you.
And nobody eats it like you. Everybody loves Raymond.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1.
As governor, I'll be incredibly supportive of ICE coming here and removing these fraudsters. My mega audit will identify every penny of these wasted benefits and eliminate them, giving the savings back to you.
Good evening, everyone. The Westpac Conference held its annual track and field league meet. This year it was at Westwood High School. Two boys teams went down to the wire, but the girls team score was decided rather early. We'll start with the girls' 1,600 meter run, and Houghton goes first and second. Holly Cook in 5:45.10. Tessa Raudiola was second, and Alina Pietla of Hancock third. To the boys pole vault, Houghton's Cale Olenketto clears 10 feet 6 inches, and he was happy. It took Calumet's Keith Koivisto 3 tries, but he was also able to convert 10 feet and 6 inches. And Koivisto was relieved to still be in the competition. Small nap there. He finished third. Olenketto was second, with Westwood's Louis Salmi winning, clearing 11 feet. West Iron County's Bristol Shamian won the high jump. Her top effort was 5 feet. Back to the track, the boys' 400-meter run. Derek McEachern of Negaunee is your winner in 53.35 seconds. Benjamin Hemmer of Houghton was next, followed by Seth Oberlin of the Wycons. On the girls' 400-meter side, Nora Woodruff of Houghton would cross the line first. 1 minute, 1.89 seconds. Negaunee finished second and third. Bring out the hurdles, and Eli Hongisto of Houghton won the boys' 300 in 43.76. Cole Prusi of Negaunee was second, followed by Elijah Nicholas of the Miners. In the girls, Sadie Rogers, 46.99 seconds. Bristol Shamian of West Iron County was second. Josie Meckling of Negaunee third. Rogers won the 100 hurdles and a relay. To the 800-meter run, we'll show you Alina Pietla of Hancock crossing by 4 or 5 seconds. She won in 2:36.71. To the scores, on the boys' side, Houghton was able to hold off Negaunee 171 to 167. Westwood was third with 63, followed by West Iron County and Gwynn. For the Gremlins, Sam Roth won the 100, 200, a relay, and was second in the discus. For the girls, Negaunee over 200 points again, 234.5. Houghton was next with an even 100. Then it was Calumet, West Iron County, and Hancock. For Negaunee, Kira Waterman won the 200 and the long jump. On the diamond, the Houghton Gremlins took on the Negaunee Miners for the Miners senior night, and Negaunee was able to get on the board early in the first game of this doubleheader, getting 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded, Evan Delangelo with the single pass third, Devin Jermu and Morgan Robar across the plate, and Negaunee's on the board. 1 inning later, Owen Cardinal will get Logan LaJoy home to make it a very quick 3-0 ball game. Next at bat, Jermu puts one into left field. That brings another runner home, Braden Gleason, and Negaunee is up 4-0. Alongside some hot bats at the dish, the Miners were pretty good on defense. Killian Ryan pitched a complete game shutout, 10 strikeouts in the process, and the Miners won game 1 8-0, and they were able to take game 2 by the count of 2-1. To the baseball scoreboard, if we could. And there it is, thank you. In softball, Jeffers defeated Westwood 18-7 and 25-10. And also on the list, I thought I typed up some more, maybe not. Here's our board acting up tonight. Well, let's just go on to boys tennis. Haven't had a chance to talk a lot about tennis this year. West Iron County visited Marquette for the Sentinel Senior Day, and Dominic Camilli of Marquette in the near court gets that point against the Wycon's Dominic Brunswick. And Camilli would get this point coming up as well. He won this match 6-2, 7-5. Sentinels trying to get as many seniors on the court today as possible. Over at first doubles, Elon Chu and Kane Bush of Marquette are in the near court against Matthew Swensky and Emmett Strom. And Marquette's going to put the point down right there. They go on to win this match 6-4 and 6-3. And Marquette records the victory by the count of 8-0. The Sentinels take on Negaunee tomorrow. Matt Johnson has resigned from his position as Bay College men's basketball head coach. Longtime assistant Mike Cretens has been named his successor and will take over immediately. Cretens has been an assistant with Bay College for the past 4 seasons and helped the Norse to 2 Northern Conference championships and 2 second-place finishes in the conference. Cretens also has experience at Trine University, William Woods University, and Gladstone High School. Now, Johnson will continue to serve as athletic director. He had a 186-79 record over 9 seasons with the Norse. A Marquette Senior High School graduate is one of 6 people who will be enshrined into the University of Wisconsin at Green Bay Athletics Hall of Fame on Saturday, June 13th. Kaitlani Lafna was on the Green Bay women's swimming and diving team from 1998 through 2002. She received the Swimmer of the Meet award in the 2000 Midwest Collegiate Conference and 2002 Horizon League Championships. Lofna won the 50 and 100 freestyles for 3 straight years. She is one of 3 women swimmers in conference history to win the 50 3 times in a row and one of 3 to win the 100 freestyle 3 times in a row at the conference championships. Oh, the Tigers, the Tigers, the Tigers taking on Cleveland once again this evening. Not a whole lot of action until the bottom of the 7th. Matt Vierling will fly out to left field, and Kevin McGonigal would score, and by golly, there's a run in the game. Tigers with a 1-0 lead. This was a Tigers relievers night, and unfortunately in the 9th inning, Patrick Bailey would get an RBI grounder, and Daniel Schneeman scored to tie it at 1. In the top of the 10th, Angel Martinez will end up tripling to right center to get a run home. Guardians add 1 more and hang on to take this one by the count of 3-2. Tigers have lost 13 of their last 15. Ugh. Meanwhile, the Brewers still having plenty of success against the Cubs. Starting the 2nd inning here, David Hamilton, a line drive to center field, and Pete Crow Armstrong, whoop! That one went right by him. Sal Frelick scores, Joey Ortiz will score, and Hamilton gets the Little League home run. The Brewers take a 3-0 lead, and they go on to win by the count of 5-0. And Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers says this will be his last season. We'll be right back.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Save big at Menards. We're your destination for all your concrete, cement, and mortar needs. Whether you're setting a post or pouring a new sidewalk, complete your projects today and get an 11% rebate on all concrete and mortar mixes. Keep your yard looking trim with the Greenworks cordless trimmer and edger. It's lightweight, starts instantly, and comes with a 40-volt battery and charger. Get this 40-volt cordless string trimmer for a value of $99.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Watch the Medical Minute, Thursdays at 6 and 11, only on 19 News. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons, the snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. You know, what you have is going to help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take a extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're going to be on, we've got you covered.
Planning a getaway? Fly local and explore more with Marquette Sawyer Regional Airport. Enjoy convenient flights on American, Delta, and United. Skip the long drive and book your next trip today at sawyerairport.com.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
After some frost tomorrow morning, tomorrow's actually going to be a pretty nice day, all things considered. A mix of clouds and sunshine, more sun as we head to the afternoon. Temperatures still below average into the lower 50s, but that's much better than today. And highs across the UP will go about 55 into Munising, 60 out into Iron Mountain, 54 down towards Escanaba, and we'll go about 64 into Ironwood. So a good wide variety of temperatures tomorrow. And rain, goose eggs really through the rest of the week. We are quiet here, which is the good news, but we will see showers returning as we head into the Memorial Day weekend, and it would mainly be Saturday we could see a few showers. But I want to stress, the day's not a washout, so if you have those outdoor plans Saturday, keep them. Just keep your eyes on the radar for any shower activity, and you know, when thunder roars, head indoors. But notice the warm-up trend as we head towards Memorial Day itself and into next week. We're into the 70s for both Monday and Tuesday. A little cooler on Wednesday, but that's right around average with a mix of sun and clouds.
Dakota, thanks again. And finally tonight, after extensive storm damage this winter, Marquette's Cinder Pond Marina has been repaired for the season. Ice buildup beginning as early as December left serious damage to